Hi everybody and welcome to today's technical analysis on one of our favorite coin, Quant, right? And we will be looking at what Quant is doing. Quant's just uh, finished. We're just going through September and we just formed a new monthly candle for Quant. And Quant has been really doing a lot of numbers, and we're just going to be looking at the chart to see what Quant is going to be doing in the past few days or in the next few days and the next few weeks. So if you like the video, please click on the like button, click on the subscribe button to get very more awesome videos like this. So let's move over to the chart. On the monthly time frame, you can see we just formed still very bullish candle for quant, right? We're about to, or we just entered a new month. If we go down to the 2 weeks time frames, we have a better understanding of where quant is, and me, this is a very dangerous position, right? Because if you see it on chart, every single time we went to the top of the Bollinger Bands, we corrected and a lot. Every single time we came to the top, and on the 2 weeks, we're really at the top of the Bollinger Bands. And there's high probability we're going to correct from the 2 week time frame. But let's move downwards. If we move over to the 1 week time frame, as you can see, uh, same thing that is happening. We're really getting overbought on quant, right? And we had a video where we said that many of the whales are selling their quant. As you can see, quant had a topping structure of about 423 here, which was probably the top of the Bollinger Bands. As you can see, we had a heavy correction down to the Bollinger Bands at about 128. We moved over uh, top, and we could see that the EMA ribbons were acting as resistance. We moved and when we got resisted, we moved over down to as low as $48 and even went down to as low as $40, right? And you can see we have started on a very large upward movement down even to 138. That's about from the lows. That's about 230%, right? And as you can see, very bullish. Every single time our oscillator printed a green, if you had bought at that period, you had a lot of upside. Every single time we had a green on the chart, right? We had a green, a buy signal on the chart. We had a very huge run. As you can see, had a red signal. There's a sell, and there's probability we'll be having a red signal soonest on the chart very soon. So be very careful with quants, right? If you have your quant, you should be taking profit around this period. If we move down to our 3 days, 3 days is really telling us that we are very oversold, right? As you can see, probably we should see quant come to around the 114 before we have further price action. As you can see, there's a lot of resistance where we are. So probably going to have a lot or a heavy correction for quant. So if you make sure if you have quant, please, this is the time to begin to take profit on your quant. If you had bought at the lows, at about $42, $40, $43, please begin to take profits. Very important, because as you can see, even on the 3 days, we are very oversold. Sorry, overbought, and we're about to correct a little bit. So please, if you have bought quant, it's very important and pertinent that you begin to take profit. Now, this is the daily time frame, and as we can see, right, we got to the top. RSI printed a sell signal and we sold. We got to the bottom, our RSI printed a buy, right? We had a little run, and then we could see that printed another buy. We had a sideways action, printed another buy, and we can see had a very small run, printed a sell, we sold, right? And as you can see, we have this run, and now we can see a very huge sell signal on quant. So be very careful. Be very careful. We did a video where we said that the whales are already taking profit on quant. So be very careful. As you can see, the oscillator is already turning down. Probably we have some sideways action and then we move back to the 94, 99 region as we said. So the analysis is all proven right that probably we're going to have a heavy, huge correction on quant. As you can see, probably moving over to the 110, 114 region as we have huge support at that place. So be very careful with your quant. If you're going to hold quant for a long time, has a lot of potential. You can even move over to the 400 region or to the 1000 region. But please, we're having a we're going to have a huge correction on quant in a few days. So be very aware of that. Even our smaller time frames, we're seeing that a correction is coming soon for quant. If you check our other chart, as you can see, on this chart on the weekly, everything confirming with our analysis that probably we should have a large correction in quant. As you can see, every single time we went to the top of the RSI, like we had the correction, we had the top, we had the correction, right? Same thing with the Bollinger Bands. We topped out here, corrected, topped out here. So probably we'll just have some little sideways action before we have a huge correction on quant, probably to the $100 region. If we go down to the daily has quite predicted most of the top four quants. As you can see, the stock RSI printed and oversold, and we consolidated for a while and dumped. Printed the top here, consolidated for a while and dumped. Printed the top here, we dumped. Printed the top here, we dumped. Printed the top here, we dumped. So every single time our quant has flashed for the stochastic RSI, has flashed on the daily, we dumped a little bit. So this are the time to begin to take profit on your quant if you got in at the low. So please, the probability, this is not financial advice, take note, this is just for educational purposes. But if you have bought quant, begin to take profit, as we should have a very huge correction on quant, probably a 30% correction very soon. So please take note, this is not financial advice though, so we could just have some little sideways action where the stock RSI just corrects a little bit before we go down. As you can see, even the MACD, you're already having a MACD cross, so we should be expecting a huge correction for quant in the few days, probably even to the uh, $100 region. As you can see, the EMA ribbons, which tells us the trend has already flipped bearish, right, on the 1 hour. So there's high likelihood we will continue going down even to a $100 region. So that's it for today's video on quant, right? If you like the video, please make sure you like, subscribe, share with your friends, right? And watch for more videos like this. Thank you and have a nice day.